Hello rugby fans, today we are diving into the action-packed Pool 3 of the 2024-2025 Investec Champions Cup. It's a fascinating mix of European heavyweights and ambitious challengers with teams from the Gallagher Premiership, the United Rugby Championship and France's top 14. Let's break it all down. Here's who we've got in the group. Starting with Munster Rugby and the Vodacom Bulls, who are representing the URC. We then go to Saracens and Northampton Saints from the Gallagher Premiership, while Stade Francais and Castres Olympique will be flying the flag for the top 14. It's a pool packed with talent, history and contrasting styles, making it super intriguing this season. First up are Munster Rugby. The former URC champions and two-time Heineken Cup winners are coming into this pool with some mixed form, having parted ways with head coach Graham Rowntree. They are, however, welcoming back several key players from injury, and they will be led by their talismanic captain Ty Byrne. Munster will look to combine their famous grit with some expansive rugby that they've become more known for over the past few seasons. So you can expect Thomond Park to be an absolute fortress once again this season for the men in red. Let's have a little chat about Byrne for a moment. He's the complete package, a line-out leader, a breakdown master and a dynamic ball carrier who gets all of the best out of his teammates. His leadership could be key to Munster topping this pool, as well as that leadership of Peter O'Mahony, former club captain. Next up, we've got Saracens, who are 3 times Champions Cup winners and perennial contenders. This team knows how to thrive in European rugby. Led by Maro Itoje, who anchors the squad with his commanding set-piece play and relentless energy that galvanizes teammates. The Saracens will have a new man at fly-half in Fergus Burke, who replaces longtime England captain Owen Farrell in the position following his move to French side Racing 92 in the off-season. Saracens' experience and disciplined game plan make them a tough challenge for anyone in the pool, and they've added a bit more expansive play, so they'll be a good watch this season. Next up are the Vodacom Bulls, who bring a completely different threat to this pool. The South African side is all about physicality and Springbok firepower. Playing in Pretoria at altitude gives them a huge home advantage, and let's not forget about World Cup winning winger Curtly Arons, who sprinkles just that little bit of magic on the squad with his blistering pace, agility and incredible rugby IQ. If the Bulls can secure wins at home, they'll be right in the mix for qualification, but don't be surprised if they rotate their squad on the road. Past experience is anything to go by. Next up, the Northampton Saints, who were last season's Gallagher Premiership champions, face somewhat of a transitional year, just a year removed from their semi-final appearance in the Champions Cup, as they say goodbye to legends like Corny Laws and Lewis Ludlam. But they still have several weapons, including Tommy Freeman, George Furbank and several other English internationals such as Ollie Slyton, making them a constant threat in attack. The Saints' success will depend on how quickly their new look squad gels in this ultra-competitive pool. For our first French side, we have Stade Francais, who are one of the more unpredictable sides in this pool. With 2 Champions Cup titles to their names in the early 2000s, they have the pedigree, but inconsistency has plagued them in recent years. Leading them will be England international Joe Marchant as their key player, with his creativity and defensive organisation central to anything they're going to try and do this season. If Stade can find some consistency, they could be a dark horse in this pool, but don't hold your breath. It depends on how they go in the early rounds. Rounding out the group are Castres Olympique, who are 5 times top 14 champions. They're gritty, they're experienced, but they're yet to really rediscover their best form so far this season. They do have former All Black Jack Goodhue, who blends physicality and skill and will be central to their hopes this season. While Castres are tough competitors, they may find the quality in this pool just a step too far as they battle on 2 fronts, both domestically and in Europe. In terms of the clash of the pool, we are going to be picking Munster Rugby for Saracens for this one. This matchup could decide the group winner. Munster's returning stars and a legendary home record at Thomond Park versus Saracens' European pedigree, tactical discipline. It's going to be a real battle of styles, and we can't wait to see it live on FloRugby. So how do we see Pool 3 shaking out? Here's our prediction. In first place, we see Munster Rugby taking the pool. With their momentum gathered as their stars return, they'll become tougher and tougher as the pool goes on. So for us, they're our pool favourites. In second place, we see Saracens, who are consistent and experienced, but they might just fall short at Thomond Park, which could prove to be the decider in this pool. The Vodacom Bulls, home dominance should see them into third, but their on-the-road form might just see them drop a couple of key points. In fourth position, the Northampton Saints are talented, but are in a rebuilding year, thus making it quite difficult to figure out exactly where they'll be. Stade Francais will finish in fifth. Let's label them as exciting but inconsistent. And then rounding out the group, we see Castres Olympique will be gritty, but the competition will just be too strong for them this season as they focus on the top 14. Pool 3 is set to be an absolute thriller with big names and bold challengers battling it out. Who do you think will come out on top? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more FloRugby content as we build through the United Rugby Championship, Top 14 and Champions Cup. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.